Hi guys, so quick little job for this weekend. We're going to adjust the handbrake on my car because at the minute it hardly works, having to leave it in gear, which is quite frustrating because I've stalled it a couple of times. So I'll show you inside what it's like. Pulling it all the way up, the car still wants to roll forward, and with it having drum brakes on the back, you've got to adjust it. So hopefully there's enough adjustment left and they'll still work, and I have to replace the shoes. But I'll take you along with me, show you how I do it. Nice quick video. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're in the car now. As you can see, the handbrake's all the way up at the minute, as far as it'll go, and it only just holds the car in place. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to pop up this leather trim around the handbrake handle. We're going to take away the slack. I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll get started on the rear wheels. But first things first, we've got to chuck under the front wheels so the car's not going anywhere. Take the slack off this, then we're going to jack the back of the car up, take one of the screws, bolts out of the wheels, we can get to the little indicator and we can adjust it. But first of all, we'll get started on here. So you've seen me take this off before, so it's just a case lifting that up, prying it up at the back, then this whole boot slides forward. Last time we added another cable down to here to attach it again, but I think we can probably get away with not doing that this time. So, wish me luck. So we need to take the tension off, so we'll take the handbrake down for us to adjust this. And then inside, if I show you, there's a, let me pull the chair back a little bit. So inside, there's a little screw, if you can see down in there, to get the torch. So, see, we're inside here. There's a little screw down there, so what we need to do is get a screwdriver on it and push it all the way until it clicks, and at that point it's disengaged. So I'll give that a quick go now. Okay, that's done. That was quite tricky, but if you look down in there, still make that out. It's clicked back and it's now like engaged halfway down, so that means that this cable, this is basically not, it's taking slack off the cable a little bit. So next thing I'm going to do is jack the car up, take one of the wheels out, and then have a go at adjusting. So see you in a bit. Okay, so now the car is jacked up, a little bit sketchy because I can't lift it up high enough to get the jack stand under, but we've got the wheels and tyres still on, so if it falls down, it's not the end of the world. We've removed one stud, and what I've done, I've rotated the wheel, and inside, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to make it out, but you can see like the screw for adjustment. I don't think you can quite see it on the camera. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my screwdriver, and I'm going to rotate it all in one direction until it eventually stops. And hopefully the wheel will stop turning, because at the minute it rotates quite easily. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because now I've lost my screw, but either way, I'll adjust that, and then once it's tight, I'll back it off just a couple of notches. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like without the wheel on it, so you can understand, and then hopefully that'll be sorted. I'll just repeat it on the other side. I'll let you know how I get on. Always easier to say it than to do it. Right, catch you back in a bit. Bye bye. Okay, I've finished adjusting the side, taking the wheel off in the end because it was really tricky trying to get this in. What I've done, I've tightened it all the way up, and then I've just knocked it back a few turns from its tightest setting, and I can turn the disc. It's not catching anymore. Next thing I'm going to put the wheel back on, and see how hard it is to turn like that, and then move over and have another go on the other side. I think I'm going to just take the wheel straight off because that was frustrating. Right, check back after I've done that. Okay, right, so I've finished off with both the wheels. Car's off the jack stands now, back on the ground. I thought I'd just give you a bit of a run through of what I was doing because it's quite hard to see. So what you have, through one of the holes where the wheel bolts goes, there's a tiny little cog, and I'll show you a picture now of what it looks like. Now that's hidden behind the drum itself. So all you can see is just a tiny little bit of the cog, and the idea is you're sticking the screwdriver in and you're either rotating it up or down depending on the side that you're in. On the left hand side you're trying to rotate it up to push the pads out to engage, and then you're rotating it down on the right hand side. You rotate it all the way until it eventually stops moving, and then you can try turn the disc and it struggles, so then you just wind it back a couple of notches in the other direction to loosen it off. You can do it with the wheels on, and that's how I tried at the start, but because the screwdriver is so long and it's catching on the wheel, it's a lot harder to feel what you're doing. So what I did, I took the wheels off. If you wanted, you could take the whole disc off and then you can see everything, but then you got to take the caliper off, which obviously a lot more work than hopefully it needs to be. So final job now, I'm going to release the tension under the handbrake, that little spring again, and then we'll be able to test it and we'll see how far we have to pull it up. Earlier I had to pull the handbrake all the way up to like its extreme to hardly engage the car. So hopefully I'm hoping for like 5 or 6 clicks for it to lock in, and that'll be great. If it's too tight and it's catching, I've not put one of the bolts back in on both sides, so I can just adjust that with the wheel on. I think I'll be able to figure that out easy enough. But let's give this a try. I'll let you know how it is. Okay, just done a quick little test drive, and absolutely fine. It wasn't catching. I tested the handbrake rolling forward a little bit, it worked great, and this is about as far as I can pull it up. I can't get it any higher than that, and you can see it's nowhere near where it was before, so that's a job well done, I think. Handbrake hasn't worked properly since I've had the car, so nice quick and easy job, and no parts required, so fantastic. Cool, catch you later guys. Thanks for coming along and watching this. Hope it's been useful, and if your handbrake's playing up, just give it a go. See you later guys, bye bye.